Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Breck's Blueprint. I'm Breck Muller, physician assistant. Today, we are going to talk about male testosterone treatment. I've got Sharon Kimberlin. She is a PA on my team. Sharon, intro yourself. Let's
Hey,
hear
good
about you.
morning. I'm Sharon Kimberlin. Like Breck said, I'm a physician assistant, and I've been working with her for, gosh, I don't know what, a couple of years now.
Yeah, it's been a while.
It's been a blast. We all know Breck's awesome. So,
Oh my gosh. I'll give you your bonus later.
yeah,
Okay,
that process
so
would be here.
Sharon does a lot more actually with male testosterone than I do. So she is a perfect person to talk about this stuff because she handles it on a daily basis. She's got some
Mhm.
family members that have done this for decades. So you've got
Yeah,
some great teachers. Uh,
absolutely.
and so, as always, guys, we're going to talk about it from a patient perspective and as a provider, right? So, starting with like lifestyle, Sharon, I mean, there's so many things that guys should be doing out there, eating right,
Mhm.
weights, protein, stuff
Right.
like that. Talk about how important like lifestyle and maybe some supplements that they can take that are
So,
non-pharmacologic.
well, yeah, there you go. There's a ton of research in terms of like how exercise is tied to your
Mhm.
testosterone. We talk to women about that even on in the weight loss journey. Do a little resistance exercise, you boost your testosterone, which boosts your metabolism.
Yep.
And it's just like with the GLP-1s, you're not going to get the benefits of taking testosterone if you're not making the lifestyle changes that you need. You can work out, but if you're not doing a resistant exercise workout,
Right.
what are you doing with taking testosterone? If you're not trying to be more active in your life, it's because it can do all kinds of things: mental, heart protection, everything. It's I've seen research that if you lose 15% of your body weight, your testosterone can go up 250 deciliters per liter.
Dang, I have
Yeah,
not read that. That's
it's
huge.
crazy, but it's also inverse as well. If you gain 15%, it will drop that much.
Right.
If somebody's sitting at 500 for testosterone and you lose 250, that's huge in
Yeah, I
gaining
was gonna say
weight.
we have some people that aren't even at 250 to
Absolutely.
start with, right?
Absolutely. Yeah. Some guys are sitting around 200. And so,
Yeah.
but if you think about if I'm losing that weight, I can add that much more just naturally. I think it's probably one of the biggest ways. Obesity and testosterone are really closely tied together. We're
Hmm.
finding out as the more time goes on. And so that's probably your biggest lifestyle component to a testosterone treatment. Uh, there are, different supplementations. Um, there's, oh gosh, I mean, ashwagandha, zinc, boron. I mean, there's,
That's what I've written down, zinc and boron. Like I didn't
yes,
know that before I
yeah,
started researching. Like you need zinc to make testosterone.
right,
Apparently, DHEA, so also some of these
yeah,
other things. And one thing that I have to throw in there, because you know that I throw this in there for everybody, is gut healf. Like
absolutely,
probiotics are still just amazing for anything and everything that you
absolutely. I
want to
just bought some
do.
acromantia.
Okay, you got
I
yes.
from your link that you sent.
Yes.
I think that was a full scripts.
It's a full script, yes.
Mhm.
Pendulum makes an amazing
Yeah,
GLP-1 probiotic with Akkermansia. And
yeah,
guys, we're nerding out right now a little bit. It's just one of the
absolutely.
bugs. It's just one of the bugs that's in
It's
your gut.
if
There's
we had
lactose
enough of it, we
bacillus.
might not need a GLP-1, but our
Right? I
guts are
don't
screwed
know.
up.
I don't
Exactly.
know. But we're just saying that like we like to talk to our patients about the holistic journey. Like we're
Right.
not just here to give you a script. Like you obviously want to have a better, more active lifestyle, right? Or you're
Well,
probably
and the
not going to
title
be
of your
having
company is
testosterone.
wellness, and it's not testosterone, it's wellness,
Right, it's not brand
right?
testosterone.
So
That would
yeah,
be weird.
it's
Okay.
right, right. And
And then,
people like you exist, and all the providers that are working with you. You can go online somewhere and get a lot of this stuff. You can get black market testosterone.
oh,
Just because
yes,
someone's confident in how they feel about using it doesn't mean they're competent in the way that they're using it.
that's
And so
correct.
getting people who know what they're doing, who are using the proper surveillance type things of getting your labs, of talking
Right.
to your patient and not just hitting the ship button,
Yeah. And that's one of the things that's on the list to talk about is getting labs and
Yeah,
how important that is,
hugely.
specifically with hormones, because
Mhm.
a lot of people like we don't treat labs, guys, just so you know. Like we don't, but they are directional and we do
Right,
need to know if we're able to treat you safely. And
right.
then there are things other than total testosterone that we're looking at, right? Like people don't
Absolutely.
realize
Yeah.
Sexual hormone binding globulin might be high. Your total testosterone might be normal, but you might not have any free testosterone for your body to
Right.
use, right?
And your estrogen, especially if you have some obesity issues, could be sky high.
Could be up because fat aromatizes testosterone to
Right.
estrogen. You don't want
So
breast fat, you
actually,
don't want to be
yeah, you'll go,
crying.
your body goes cholesterol breaks down to steroid breaks down to testosterone breaks down to estrogen.
Hmm.
And so that's how we're able to produce it. I think there are a lot of guys who, when I say we're going to check your estrogen, they're like, what?
You're right.
I'm like, yes, you have estrogen. You're not the only one who's controlled by all these other hormones.
Yes.
Or we're not, rather. And so it's so important. I mean, I think uh, in our labs, it's every 3 months we're going to get your testosterone free and bioavailable.
Hmm.
We're going to look at your sex hormone binding globulin. We're going to look at your estrogen, as well as your blood levels of hemoglobin hematocrit,
Yep.
for clotting issues. And so those are things that you always keep an eye on. Initial evaluation of labs, great, kind of see the overall health. What's your cholesterol at?
Right.
That can affect it. Heart health and testosterone, very strongly tied together. Risk of heart attack increases the lower a man's testosterone is.
Yep.
And so they're more likely to have a heart attack in the next 5 years if they're walking around at 200 than Joe Schmo who might be sitting at 6 or 800
Right.
to begin.
Yep.
And that could be in a 40-year-old.
Yeah. I
I
mean,
mean, you don't have to be
we see it every
60.
day, you know?
Absolutely. You don't have to be 60, 70, 80 years old to have really tanked out testosterone.
Yep, we see it every day. I mean, obviously, testosterone and age are kind of like inversely related, but there are
Yeah.
tons of things that can hit it way too early or
Hmm.
way late. And
Hmm.
one of the things that you mentioned on there, guys, hemoglobin and hematocrit, that's essentially, how thick your blood is kind
Right.
of how I talk to
Right.
patients about it. And testosterone can increase those numbers and make your blood really, really thick, right? And that can increase
Which can give you
other risks.
more oxygen availability, more energy, but that's the downside to it is do you
Yep.
wind up having a risk of blood clots now?
And you've
I
got to
think
be careful with that, which
I think
is
a
why
lot of
you need the
guys
labs and someone like us to monitor it so we can tell
exactly
you, go to the Red Cross
right.
and donate blood.
I've
Like,
got some guys that just automatically do it now. They know they're a little bit more predisposed to
mhm.
having those higher numbers, and they just go every month and donate blood.
Good for
So now
them.
you get yourself better and you're helping the world. So
I love it. Right.
so
Like, I mean,
sorry.
it's a great option.
Yeah, yeah,
And one of the things that you had also mentioned was you can go online and just hit the ship button. Oh gosh,
absolutely.
unfortunately,
We're saying ship with a P, right?
yeah, ship,
Yes, yes,
ship, yeah. But
yes, yes, yeah.
the way I think about it is probably not great either because they're not monitored. You can't order
No,
it from anywhere. You don't know where this stuff is
that's
coming from. You're
exactly right.
injecting this into your body. You need a reputable
Absolutely,
providers and patients. You have to make sure,
absolutely.
like, we can call this into Walgreens, Walmart, whatever.
Yeah,
It's a big
yeah.
deal. But, if you're using a compounding pharmacy, and there's a ton out there, we use Empower for a lot of stuff. Belmar
Right.
is amazing with hormones and different compounds. If you're going to use a compounding pharmacy, you got to use a good one.
Right. Absolutely. I mean, I think that, I think you and I are both the same in terms of we've tried just about everything that we
Yeah.
carry. And because one, patients go, well, what do you think about it? And you can give them a personal antidote. And so it's nice to be able to say, I trust these people. I'm taking these people. It's
Yep.
like you go into a patient room and you're like, if you're my mom, if you're my sister, it's so when you say the word protocol, to get you on a protocol, I think a lot of people think of it as a stringent step A, step B, step C. And like you said earlier, I like that labs are important, but we don't treat the labs. It's like,
Yep.
we talked about the estrogen. If your estrogen gets to a certain number, if you're not having symptoms, I'm not horribly stressed about it.
Yeah.
So it's a protocol, but it's still tailored to you. We treat the patient. We don't always just look at the labs.
Yeah.
It's the
Because
same
that's the
reason
point.
people, right? If you, let's say that you've got low testosterone, we check it, but what really brings somebody to us? I don't have that zest for life.
Hmm.
It's not all about libido. It's not all about your sex
Right.
life with testosterone. A lot of times it's just, I don't feel like I'm myself.
Right.
Depression, huge. You mentioned that I've got family members that treat. I've heard stories of people coming back later and saying, "You saved my life. I was thinking about suicide."
Oh gosh.
And so, and now they have a whole different outlook on life. If a guy goes to the doctor and they say they're depressed, if they're not checking their testosterone, get a different provider.
Yeah.
It's part of your overall health. And having somebody that you can talk to about it, that knows what they're doing and that you can trust, and they trust their own product too. It's all of that.
Yeah. I mean, it's
Uh,
huge. And I know we're talking about male testosterone today, guys. It is June.
it's
It is Men's Health Awareness
women
Month.
have it
But
too.
yeah,
Yes.
Sharon knows that I just
Yeah.
started on testosterone myself
Yep.
a few months ago. And
Yep.
I didn't feel depressed, but I almost felt like I was on an antidepressant. Like I felt flat.
Right.
Like got a new car, didn't care.
Yeah.
Like these
Right.
weird things like was tired, didn't have the stamina to
Possessed,
work out anymore.
possessed for life.
Yes.
Feeling like I want to get off the couch and do something. I want to be a participant in my life.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And I had no
Yeah.
idea my testosterone was low. No, we're not, but I found out because I had my practitioner run all of it. I was like,
Mhm.
something's off. I don't know what it
Right.
is. And
Right.
testosterone's probably not what I thought it was.
Right.
Like I thought it was like my B12's in the tank again or my vitamin D. Like something's messed up. Maybe it's my thyroid.
Exactly.
No, it's testosterone. And now
Yeah.
you can see how I'm back to my
Right.
normal, really chatty Cathy self
Right.
now. But
No, it's well, the same thing we do with our patients in labs. Just because you think maybe maybe a 50-year-old guy walks in and says, I think I have low testosterone, and he certainly may. But what if he's got some weird brain adenoma that's causing prolactin to be off,
prolactinoma, yeah, you could have something else. And we
you
check
know?
those things, guys.
Absolutely. You're not getting that in these other places. Like you said, you click the
Yeah.
button and get your product. You want somebody who makes sure that your overall health, your wellness is good.
Yes. And we follow the AUA guidelines with that. The pharmacies that we use their product. We
Right.
use a couple small pharmacies in Texas where we know the pharmacist as well. Like
Absolutely.
got his cell
I
phone,
text
you
them
know.
all the time. They
I
probably
text
get
him, I email him. I'm like, hey, we trust them,
Mhm.
and we use them,
Absolutely.
and that's incredibly, incredibly important. So
I
find
think Brett,
a
I'm sorry to interrupt. I
no,
think
you're
your
fine.
full scripts is awesome.
Oh yes.
I think the platform that Breck has chosen for that is a phenomenal. You can get products recommended. We put in a lab order. Patient goes and gets the
Mhm.
labs. She's gotten a great cost on them. And I think that's just a great source of information as full scripts as well for
It
people.
is because,
Yeah.
we can send all these supplement recommendations to you guys and you can buy whatever you want off there.
Right.
Like,
Right.
one thing that I send to males and females both, sun fiber. Fiber
Hmm.
helps the estrogen metabolites from
Hmm.
recirculating and making you estrogen dominant, right? Which we
Right.
also don't want. And then what I love about FullScript is it automatically sends the results to the patient and to the
Absolutely.
provider
And
with
it gives such a detailed
explanations.
description of
Yes.
what it is. Yeah.
Like you can research, knowledge is power, guys. And if
Yeah.
you're getting hormone replacement therapy, like you need it and you want it, you might as
Hmm.
well educate yourself on it. Like we're going to
Hmm.
educate you too, but like there's so much out there. Make sure you have a provider that's trying to stay up on all of it. Like
Right.
that's a huge thing. And one of the last things on the list to talk about today, which we've already hit a little bit, but is benefits, not just from the injection, but all the other things that we have you do. Your
Yeah.
gut health and you're
Right.
lifting weights and my energy has just I'm running around the house doing everything now.
Hmm.
Libido, muscle mass, I'm not as tired. But most importantly, I don't even know how to explain it, but I feel like me
Right.
again.
I hear that a lot. Yeah. I've had wives jump on the phone and just be like, he's a different man.
Yeah. I mean,
I mean,
we've legit saved marriages, guys.
I
Like
think so. And it's again, the wife's not liking it because of the bedroom. They
I know
just get
because it's just
they
got
they
their
get
husband
this
back or
right. They
yeah.
got their husband back. And again, it's not just like you said, it's not just about males, but that's the predominant population we see for testosterone.
Yep.
And that's what I hear a lot is I've got the guy back that I married.
Yep.
That I've got my kids have their dad back. They're
Hmm.
participating. So it makes
Yeah.
it's huge. But like I said, you're talking about benefits. I mean, it's not just that you get back in the game in life. You're getting heart protection
Hmm.
with this stuff as well. You're getting bone density protection. It's not common for, it's like osteoporosis. It's not common if somebody just has a fall that doesn't usually result in a fracture, but now they have a fracture. In a
Hmm.
guy, you've always got to think, women are more prone to osteoporosis,
Right.
but in a guy, you got to think, what's their testosterone? Because
Hmm.
in a woman, you're going to think, what's their estrogen?
Right.
So you've got to look at that. I mean, there's all kinds of things that you can gain from it,
Yeah. And
not
they're
just
all
the
all
mood
related.
and
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Hormones. They,
And
yeah,
and
they
one thing
control
that's really
everything.
cool, and why Sharon's also probably talking about bones and fractures,
Bone
is
fracture.
she is orthopedics. Like has I mean, yeah, you got the Sharon's an ortho specialist. We have oncology on our team. We have urology who works with testosterone every
Mhm.
single day. We have GI. We have a whole group. I mean, we've got 9 mid-levels on the team. We've got 5 physicians now. We've got
Crazy.
3 nurses. Like that we have a vast array
Yeah.
of knowledge between all of us, right? And Sharon knows
Absolutely.
I made her read the testosterone manual before we went out. It's like 45 pages long or something crazy.
Uh,
We over research maybe a little bit,
but
but we
that's,
like that.
and like you said earlier, we geek out on that stuff. And the beauty of having all these different people on your team is you always have somebody to call.
Yes.
I've always said being the smartest person in the room is sometimes just knowing who to ask or when to ask for help.
Oh, yeah.
And to be able to pick up the phone and talk to someone whose specialty is urology, if you've got a PSA number that's starting to rise,
Hmm.
we had that recently with a patient that I work on another side. But it's important to have somebody who follows those, but that you could pick up the phone and go, "What should I tell this patient?"
Right.
Because that's not my wheelhouse, urology. But it's nice to have all these different people that you can get input from, and that's why your team is fantastic, I think.
Well, I agree. Like I do. Like you guys
I
are
love being part
amazing.
of it.
And
Yeah,
that's the point is to surround yourself with subject matter
absolutely.
experts that you know that you can build a medical network and not
Absolutely.
just we're not just here to give you your testosterone
Right.
injection. And another thing that our patients love about how we do things is we take time.
Mhm.
We do a monthly membership for our testosterone. It includes your medications, your shipping, your consultation with us, lab interpretation. Like we go over everything, and we are concierge medicine. You
Right.
have access to us. Sharon and I were at dinner the other night, and
I
one
was
of
just
our
going to say
patients was
that.
texting her at the table, and I was
I'm
like,
like,
just
look who's
don't.
calling.
I was like, don't answer him yet. Like,
Right.
hold on. But we are available for you guys, and I am incredibly, incredibly lucky to have people like Sharon on my team. And we're all friends. I love you
Yep.
guys. Like, we work
Yep.
together really well, and just really, really thankful that we're able to share our knowledge
Absolutely.
with
And we,
all of you.
to be able to have a group that is why we all got here in the first place. We just want to help people,
Mhm.
you know? And
Yep.
so it's just about making people be able to live their best life.
Yeah,
So,
absolutely.
mhm.
Sharon, thank you so much for
Absolutely.
being on the call. Is a great conversation. It's always fun to chat with you. Any closing words or anything that we didn't mention that you think is relevant?
I think we tried to hit all the high points. The biggest thing is call us. If you've
Yeah,
got questions, you've got concerns. Are you wondering, hey, is my testosterone low?
yeah,
We're not going to bump you to 2000, but we want you healthy. We want you feeling good.
absolutely.
And so come find out.
Yeah,
Let's talk.
give us a call. Guys do complimentary consultations all
Yeah,
day, every day. Like, just let us know. We just want to help. So, thank you so much for tuning in. Please like and share some of our content. We would greatly appreciate it.